So I'm down on Semawang Beach. It's a nice hot morning and I thought I'd do a $20 food challenge. There's about 12, 15 warungs down here, all with really good local Indonesian food, and I thought I'd give that a go today. So I wanted to do a $20 challenge and not a 5 or a 10, because I think, it's about having real food. It's not about how much can I scrimp, can I have 2 scallops and a spring roll, $5 and say, yep, I've done a food challenge. I want this to be real. I want it so you can come down to the beach, spend 20 bucks and have a couple of good value meals and go away happy. You've had good Indonesian food, good local food, good spices, the whole lot. So let's go in, have a look. We'll jump from warung to rung and we'll see what we can get. So I can show you what you can really get for a meal, which is good value on a $20 food challenge. So if you haven't been to Semawang Beach, it's just up from the Puri Santrium, and it's a really nice stretch of beach. There's lounges here you can rent for $5 a day. Nice sun, good swimming in the water here. To me, I think it is one of the perfect places if you just want to laze away a day, have some local food, and enjoy a bintang or two, or a water, whatever your choice is. So $20 food challenge, and the first place we're at today is Warung Nanda. And what we're going to try at Warung Nanda is the soto ayam, which is a chicken noodle broth with an egg in there. And this one is 20,000 rupiah or $2 Australian. So what you've got in here is you've got a lot of glass noodles, you've got some potato, you've got chicken, you've got a full boiled egg in there, and it's basically a chicken noodle soup with some turmeric in there. I've asked for spicy, I've got spicy. That's a really nice taste, and it's a really good start to the morning. This is a great breakfast, great lunch. A lot of people have it for dinner. It's just a perfect soup. It's really hearty. That egg's really nice. I can taste the turmeric. There's lemongrass in there. I've also put some lime in there just to add a little bit of flavour. That's a really good broth or soup. Also goes well with rice. I love tipping the rice in there, just soaking the rice in. Yeah, that's good. If you're on your holiday in Bali, one of the things I recommend, soto ayam, definitely give it a try. It's up there with staples like nasi goreng, mee goreng, chap chai. It's a really good dish. So this is the Warung Nanda menu, and you can see you can get an omelette for 30,000 rupiah, chicken curries 40, steak sandwiches 40, fried rice 40. So the average meal in this warung seems to be around that 40. Couple here at 50 when you start getting into your grills, your grilled snapper, your grilled tuna, grilled prawn 60. But from $4 Australian to $6 Australian, you're going to find a good meal here. So there you have it, soto ayam. I think that's a perfect. So there you have it, soto ayam, and I think that's a perfect first dish to start off this $20 food challenge. 20,000 rupiah, $2. Can't go wrong with that. It did actually have very good flavour. I would rate that a bit, against any other soto ayam I've had up and down the coast of Bali. It was pretty good. And from Warung Nanda, you can't beat this view either. Not a bad view. So I've randomly moved 2 warungs down to check out the next one. I'm going to Warung Muslim Vivi. I've never been there before, but I'm going to try one of their dishes just to see what it's like. There is a lot to pick from here, and it is a lovely beach to be on. The good thing here too, there's lots of umbrellas, and you're also under a heap of trees. So you've got umbrellas and tree coverage, so it's nice and shady. So Warung Muslim Vivi, and this is the ayam, which is chicken, Sambal Matah. Now the Sambal Matah you can see on there, that is the mix of shallots, chilies, lemongrass, mixed in like a coconut oil. It's a really nice sambal, it's one you should try, but if you've never had it before, get it put on the side, that way you can put little by little in there. let's have a taste of this and see what it's like. I have actually asked for Indonesian spicy, so this could be a bit of a hot one, but let's find out. So a bit of AM to start with. Okay, that looks like it's been wok fried or pan fried. It's a little bit dry, but that sambal does give it a little bit of a texture that's a bit softer. Let's try some of this sambal. Yeah, that's a really nice sambal and it is spicy. It's got that onion mix, but it's got a lot of chili in there. I can taste the lemongrass as well, and then just that oil, and I think there's a bit of lime in there as well that I can taste. But that's very nice. 35,000 rupiah or $3.50 Australian, and I think these are the really simple dishes that you can come down to the beach, enjoy, and you're not going to blow your holiday budget, but you are going to have nice, and I believe this is really safe food. Like, you know, it looks fresh, it looks clean. These guys turn over food every day. I'd recommend coming down here. Bit of rice with it. I think you could have it without the rice, but it makes more of a meal of it. That's a really flavoursome dish with a bit of chilli. Okay, next time I might go just a little bit less spicy. But it is a very flavoursome dish. She did ask me if I wanted spicy. I did say, yeah, go the full hog. You probably don't have to do that, but yeah, this is a nice dish. And once again, you're sitting down by the beach, watching the Jukung boats go past, people swimming. Perfect day. So the menu at Warung Muslim Vivi seems to range around the 30,000 to 35,000 rupiah, so that's up to about $3.50 Australian. That gets you mee goreng, nasi gorengs, chap chai, spicy sweet squid, soy sauce chicken, a lot of variations for $3.50. So this is the type of food I want to try and show in these episodes. So this is the type of food I want to show in these episodes. God, that chili's getting me. Come down to these little warungs and try actual local food. It's basic, it's cheap, but it's got really good quality. Sometimes I think people think, oh, I'm not eating in the street or I'm not eating in warungs because it's bad food. It's not the case. If it turns over, I believe it's quite good. So I'm going to try here, we'll go up to the Sindu night market, the beach sellers, try all that type of thing. I'm also going to do some other episodes for those people who don't want to be that adventurous, to go into restaurants and try Indonesian food, but with a little bit of flair and a twist in a cafe or a restaurant. So you can still come on your holiday, you don't have to miss out on what's quality food, but you can have it in a restaurant. Or you can come down to the beach and have it with a bit of chili. It's not too bad, but you get used to it. So with the warungs too, you'll notice that there's two layers. There's ones on the beach walk and there's also ones just set in behind them. So Warung Muslim Vivi is just in behind. So I'm just going to have a quick look at that one. Here it is here. Little small one at the back. These are the ones that you see on the bicycle side if you're riding your bike through. And nice little kitchen. So it's a hard filming day today. I've moved a whole 10 metres. I think I've gone down 3 more warungs. Going to sit at the next one. I think it's dessert time. That Sambal Matah had quite a spice to it. So I think I might wash that down with an iced coffee and maybe some pisang goreng. But this is a pretty nice area. Under the shade still. Good way to spend the day. So the next stop, and we're here at Warung Nessa, and I ordered an iced coffee and a pisang goreng, which is a fried banana. I thought I'd get one banana or two bananas, 25,000 rupiah, $2.50. But I've got 6. So this, for $2.50, is a meal in itself. I think you can come down, have this for lunch, have a coffee, you'd be set for the day. Let's have a taste. So deep fried banana as usual. It's like a bit of honey on the side. That's sweet honey, and the bananas are perfect. I'm really surprised at what this represents for $2.50, 25,000 rupiah. It's pretty good. Everything I've seen down here at these warungs this morning has been perfect. So what I might do, I might finish this. I think it's going to take a while. And then I might come back here tonight and have a look at jackfish, see what their fish is like. It's been reported that it's really good. And there's also a bar here called Bar 00. I'll check it later. But that apparently does good food, but also does music. So we'll come back later. It's probably going to take me 3 hours to finish this. And we'll see what it's like of a night. And we're back and it's the afternoon and the wind is absolutely howling. Thank you. So that's the grilled snapper with fries. Thank you. So I'm sitting in the wind. I nearly called it quits. It's rain, there's wind blowing in, but I've got the grilled snapper and we're going to try what it's like. So I've got the whole grilled snapper. It's got the bamboo barley on top of it. It's got some Sambal Matah, some fries, 60,000 rupiah, $6 Australian. Let's brave the elements and eat it and see what it's like. So I've got to watch the bones. Looks like it's been grilled nice. The fish is nice and white. There's actually a lot of bones in it. I'm not sure what's best over here, if you should have the fillet or if you should have the whole fish. I think sometimes the fillet might be a bit easier to eat. The whole fish can sometimes be a lot smaller or looks bigger, but the actual fish content's a lot smaller and a lot more bonier. But the $6, that's a good meal. I think the camera's shaking away. I think we're going to finish there because it's just getting too windy. We'll head on to the next place after this, Malabone. And I think I've got about $3.50 left. So we'll see what you can do with $3.50 at the end of the night. So you've got a choice of both seafood and Indonesian dishes here. I can see that they do both whole fish and fillet, which is always good. And there is quite a range of just Indonesian food if you want to sit down, not have the seafood, but have some local dishes. So despite the conditions, that was a really nice meal. The fish was very small, but for $6, 60,000 rupiah, you can't expect much more. It was well grilled, everything tasted nice, had that nice Sambal Matah on the side. I probably could have had 2 of them, but I've had a lot of meals today, so let's head on down to the next place. So it's just on sunset and we've come back down to the beach. As you can see, we're at low tide now. There is a significant wind. We're at the end of June, we're coming into July and August, the windy season, the kite season. But sitting on the beach during this time of the year, it's a bit different. You do get that wind coming across all the time, but it's a warm wind. It's not like you're sitting there freezing cold, but it is quite windy. So that was jackfish, and that's pretty much what you get for $20. But I still have just a little bit left, so I'm going to head up to 00 and we'll show you what you can get there with your change. The wind's picked up, but it's still nice. It's a warm wind and we're sitting on the beach. I've shown most of the warungs here, like we've gone through about 4 or 5 of them, but there is about 20 here. So if you come down, you've got a huge choice and you can see a lot more. So what do you do with your last $3.50? Well, a bintang at 00 and a band, $3 a beer. I think I'll have a beer and then head on home. My only advice is I'd get here sooner than later because these beachside warungs are becoming a thing of the past.